What is up, everyone? It's your boy Goose here, man, and I got another video for you. And this one's going to be about the LSU Florida game. Yes, LSU Florida played early today in Baton Rouge. And, man, wow. 49-42 victory by LSU. Well, that was surprising. Very, very surprising that LSU won this football game. I'll get into that. But before I get started, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, ring the bell, click all notifications, so you can notify when we go live and do videos on here. But hey, look, LSU. Look, I made videos about Ed Ogeron already. Look, I've said what I have had to say, and I still think he needs to be let go by the end of the year. One win or one loss is not going to change that. It's not going to change that, and it shouldn't. It shouldn't change it. If you're gonna base you keeping a coach because he wins a game or loses a game, I mean it's a failure. You have to look at the trajectory of the program. The trajectory of the program right now is going down. Look, they beat Florida. That's great. Look, that's great. Look, I'm happy. I'm happy as a fucking lark. Trust me, I'm happy as a lark that they beat Florida. I lived through the Steve Spurrier years when LSU beat them one time, and that was in 1997. And look, it is what it is. LSU Florida is a big rivalry. It's a big rivalry. We beat these bastards 9 out of the last 12 years. We're 9-3 against in the last 12 years. So look, I really freaking love this rivalry, this LSU Florida rivalry. If there's one team that I want to beat every year, it's this freaking team that plays in Gainesville, Florida. Anyway, look, hats off to LSU. They win 49-42. Look. The running game, where has this running game been all season long? Why haven't they tried? I mean, the last 2 weeks against Kentucky and against Florida, they started changing their blocking schemes a little bit in the run game, and you can see it's holy shit, they can run the fucking football now. They ran the ball for what 300? Hold on, I want to get the stats up because I want to give you guys 100% facts. So, LSU ran the ball 45 times for 321 yards. That's 7.1 yards per rush. You get 7 yards per rush, why are you throwing the football? Well, you look at it, they ran the ball 45 times, and they threw it 24. So you can see they ran the ball more than they threw the football. When you do that, when you can control the clock, when you can run the football, when you can get 7 yards per freaking carry, my God, why are you throwing the football? Ty Davis-Price set the record for LSU in a single-game rushing record. He ran the ball for 287 yards, 36 carries. He ran the ball for 8.0 yards. Think about that. Think about that. I mean, this isn't a guy who ran the ball with 2 carries or 3 carries or 4 carries. He ran the ball 36 carries and averaged 8 yards per run. That is, I mean, I'm not going to say impossible to do because you've seen he did it, but the odds of you doing that are very, very slim. LSU's run blocking was awesome in this game. Florida did a horrible job on defense. They never adjusted to LSU's run game. They kept running the same base defense the whole game. LSU just kept running it. Just keep running the football. I mean, if they're not going to change their defense and they're not going to change their formations, and if you're running, what play calls that you're calling, and they keep working, keep doing it. I mean, Jesus Christ. Max Johnson, 14 out of 24, 133. I mean, you look 133 yards through the air. That's not really impressive, but he had 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. So no interceptions for Max Johnson. LSU was plus. I think they're plus 3. They had 3 interceptions. Let me see. Come on, I had it right here. 4. They had 4 interceptions. Jones threw 2 interceptions, and Richardson threw 2 interceptions. So they were plus 4 in the turnover ratio. One of those was a pick 6, and 2 of those were brought back into LSU territory, which they converted into touchdowns. And then the last one, LSU they were able to run out the clock. So the defense, look, they were shaky. LSU's defense was very, very shaky, especially in the second half. Florida did a great job when Anthony Richardson came in. We really had no answer for him. I really had no answer for Richardson in the second half. Once Jones threw that pick six to open the third quarter, Florida brought in Richardson, and my brother-in-law is a Florida fan. He was at my house, and he kept saying, "Man," he goes, "I don't know why they don't play this guy. I don't know why they don't play this guy." He told him this before the game. Before the game, he kept saying, "Man, Richardson is the real deal," and he played well in the second half. Yeah, he threw that interception late in the game, but he was rushed. LSU finally brought pressure on that play that Damone Clark picked off the pass, and see what happens when you pressure the quarterback, Durante Jones. Bad things happen. So look, hats off to LSU. I mean, they only gave up 138 yards on the ground, 3.9 yards per rush. They did give up 4 touchdown passes, but they had 4 interceptions. So, excuse me, got the hiccups. They did have 4 interceptions. So the Tigers did what they had to do to win this football game. I mean, look. I mean, you're playing the 20th ranked team in the country. Obviously, Florida. I mean, record-wise, they're better than us. We had a bunch of players out, and look for the second straight year, LSU had a ton of players out for the game, and they win the football game. Last year, we went in the swamp. This year, we went in Death Valley. So look, man, look. Like I said, LSU, Florida. Look, this is a game that I want to win every single year. And I really hope I really hope that this series does not go away once Texas and Oklahoma come into the SEC. But it might go away. It might go away like every year. It might. It's a very good possibility that this rivalry will go away as a yearly rivalry, which really is going to suck, honestly. It really will. But look, Tigers did what they had to do. Ed Orgeron, look, he deserves a ton of credit for this week. He got his players ready. He got his staff ready. And they won the football game. They won the football game 49-42. So now they're 4-3. And look, I mean, LSU has a very good chance of going to a bowl game now just because of who they have on the schedule. They have Louisiana Monroe on the schedule. That should be a win. That gets them to 5. And, of course, you only got to get 1 more to get 6. That's not the goal with LSU. It's to go to a bowl game. But I still think, you know, I can't really see any reason how he's going to survive this season unless they win out. If they win out and they beat Alabama, which isn't going to happen, let's be honest. But look, they did win. They did win. They won a game today that most people thought they were going to lose. I thought they were going to lose. When I saw the spread come out, Florida -11, I said, man, bet the fucking house on Florida. Well, guess what? Good thing I didn't bet the house on Florida because I'd be homeless right now. That's why I don't bet anymore. That's why I don't bet no more, because sometimes when I think things are sure bets, they don't end up that way. But like I said, congrats to Orgeron and the LSU staff, because they had their players ready. They had their players ready to go today. They didn't give up. There was no give up at all today in these football players, and they're 4-3. They're 4-3. So have a good one, guys, and go Tigers.